We know obviously there's a lot at stake tomorrow, and it's going to be a really tough game. We know Haiti have got huge amounts of quality in their team, and they've been really good and they played really well against Mexico to get the 3-0 win. But we're confident as a group, and we're excited for the challenge ahead. And like I said, there's a lot at stake, and I think we're more than up for the challenge.
We'll go to Crystal Davis. Go ahead, Crystal. 1 second.
Thank you. Good day, all. Rebecca, you've been sensational so far. Best of luck for tomorrow, and your 12th man is definitely right behind you. We've seen two polar opposite performances so far. What will it take for us to regain our authority in the group, and in doing so, qualify for 2 successive World Cup on the bounce?
I think, for us, it's just about getting back into our rhythm of things, and we've got to put the disappointment behind us with the US game, and I think we're all disappointed with the manner in which we lost the game. So I think for us, we're just going to go back to basics, and we know that we're more than good enough to qualify. So I think it's just getting the confidence and the belief within the group again, and just to get the team back firing, which has been happening already in training. So we go into training today and we'll prepare properly, and we'll be ready for tomorrow's game.
If you have a question, please use the raise your hand function at the bottom of your screen. We'll give everyone a few more moments. We'll go to Glenn Wade. Go ahead, Glenn.
Hi, are there any concerns about fatigue in the team?
No, I wouldn't say so. I think obviously with the 3-day rest that we've had, I think we'll be more than ready. And obviously it's a squad game as well. And we've got players that have been, on the bench, and they'll be ready to go. So I think, we kind of, in the last game as well, we rested certain players, and, hopefully when it comes to the game tomorrow, we'll all be fresh, and, we're recovered right. So yeah, there's no issue with that at all.
Okay, thank you, Rebecca. With that, we'll conclude the first part of this press conference, and in a few moments, we'll be joined with head coach Lauren Donaldson. Thank you. Welcome, Jamaica Women's National Team head coach Lauren Donaldson. If you have a question, please use the raise your hand function at the bottom of your screen. Coach, we'll start off with your thoughts ahead of tomorrow's match.
Well, before the tournament, I always say and thought that the Asians are a very good team, and they have proven it. They are a quality team, quality coach, quality players, and one of the hardest working team I have seen. So we're in for a very difficult match tomorrow, because it's going to be, they're just very, very resilient, and again, they have quality.
We'll go to Glenn Wade. Go ahead, Glenn.
Hi, Coach. In what areas are you looking to see improvements in your team?
Well, overall improvement. I mean, defensively against the USA, tactically, we had it planned going in. We didn't execute. So you can put that back on me, because we didn't execute. So we have to improve in all areas, from the defending to the midfield to the attacking. So in all areas, we have to be good.
If we have any additional questions, please use the raise your hand function at the bottom of your screen. We'll next go to Paul Nicholson. Go ahead, Paul.
Hi, Coach. It was a hard the game against the US, and obviously absolute quality side. Haiti bring a very different physical challenge. Will that suit your style of play? Because the Haitians don't give up. I mean, they'll be at you the whole time.
Well, and that's what I just said. It's a team that's very fit, and they're not going to give up. And tactically, we have to get it right. We have to try to exploit them in certain areas of the field. And it's a must win for us, so we can't go out there and have a defensive mindset. And I'm sure the Asian is going to be, they're very good defensively. They're going to bunker in and try to counter-attack. So we have to pick our time when to go, but our possession game has to be a lot better. We have to keep possession and get forward.
Livingston Scott, go ahead.
Yes. Yes, Coach. Good day. Pleasant afternoon to everybody. Yes, Coach. we all know we have been in a few one-off games in recent times and haven't come out on the better side of it. Just trying to get a feel of the psychology of the players and how ready they are to face this challenge.
Well, that's a good question. I mean, obviously, they coming into the tournament, we have 3 points. Nobody had, given us a chance to have 3 points, and it's a one-off game. And we have done well in one-off situation. And I don't expect anything less from this side in a one-off situation. It's gonna be a tug and war. And I always say the team with the most heart is gonna come out on top in this game. And I think we have a lion's heart. So, we're hoping that can carry over to the game. So I expect good things from my squad. I trust them. And, in a one-off situation, I have to bet on us.
We will go to Crystal Davis for the final question. Go ahead, Crystal.
Good day, coach. Best of luck tomorrow. Your 12th man are absolutely 100% right behind you. I'm just thinking in hindsight here, coach, for a little bit of clarity and transparency. Hope you don't mind me asking. Taking fitness, tired legs, and rotation into consideration, why were you committed to taking ineligible players into a World Cup qualifiers as opposed to taking eligible players who could be utilized at your convenience?
Yeah, and that's a good question because we were given when you're talking to people, we were given the assurance that these players would be clear. So we could have made a decision earlier, but it looks like it's so simple that when a player has a passport or whatever, that all you need is just an okay from FIFA to clear them. And somewhere along the line, it's a good question. Hindsight is 2020. They're a good player. They're quality players, and we think if they're cleared, they would help us tremendously. So that's a good question. So what, coaching staff wise, we can say we second guess that, and in hindsight, we could have taken players that are eligible. But again, the assurance was that they would be cleared.